Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. We're going to be missing a player today, um, as they unfortunately got called into work last minute. So that
First
is going to be a fun
casualty.
time. Interesting. As you can see, we've fixed most of our UI since last week when some things messed up. But bear with us, pardon our dust, because there's still a little bit to work through here. Um, let's start off with our recap, Squid.
Okie dokie. It all basically follows under a broad general term of oh my god, run away, oh my god. But
Sorry.
no, you're coughing and or laughing, it's all about the same.
Yeah.
Basically we ended up barricading ourselves in the house that we fought
in
the
the room of the house where you fought the
sorry,
armor. Yep.
sorry, thank you. The room that we fought the armor, patched ourselves up the best we could, finished exploring that floor, fought a pair of ghost things that about sucked the soul out of Sosk. He can't speak right now. Found a secret passageway to the attic. Found the body of the what we presume is the nursemaid. We also found a body. Well, what we thought was the body of the baby. Um, our paladin got beat up by a broom. Um, we found the ghost of one of the children. Asked us to take her to rest. I think her name was Rose, or started with an R. I think I wrote some notes down. Found a secret passage to the basement. The basement had some sort of crypt in it. We laid her to rest. Almost laid Sir Callahan to rest while he was under the mesmerizations of the same ghost. Let's see here. Fenrir and I attempted some scouting missions while the rest of the group got into some shenanigans with what seemed to be some sort of cultist slash dead things and a snail that has spikes for a face. We have since retreated back into the room, well, corridor that leads back up to the attic, and we are awaiting our fate to see what happens. We hear the snarling and haunting of some sort of what looks like an undead things, and the fight continues.
Yeah, everybody's in the middle of combat right now. So, important point of order: the staircase that led down here. There are doors in that staircase, and it is currently closed.
Like behind us?
Yeah, the way back up. Yes.
I mean, to be fair, there's not much waiting for us up there. And with the chanting that's going on, I hope it's a big demon, because that's going to take longer to summon.
I'm gonna get the combat music going up again, and we're gonna get right into combat.
See, we knew that way was safe.
Nothing is safe, my man.
Nothing is
Okay,
safe
we
in
knew
Barovia.
that way was less dangerous.
Quintro, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm already up. Okay. I'm going to let's see. My spells as they are not seeming to affect things as much. I'm going to ready my short bow and I'm going to fire at the first thing that comes into short range down that hallway. I believe short range for a short
Switch my
bow.
audio to push to talk so you guys don't have to hear whenever I'm dying here.
Well, I do
Yep, no
appreciate that,
problem.
my friend. Give me 1 second to look up what the short bow's range is. I believe it is.
It's 60 feet, I think.
Should be
It
60 feet.
says 80 here, but
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that'll
80 and
work.
320.
I'm gonna say anything that gets to about where that table, the edge of that table is, just because I don't know.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, we're right where that table is. Because it won't have cover, I'll assume. So I'll just shoot at the first thing with my bow that comes in cover. or that comes out of cover.
You hear something scrambling on the other side of the open room. Here's some
To the-
shuffling.
To the east, assuming east is right.
Yeah.
Right,
You
wanted to
hear
clarify.
something. You hear something make a jump over something. And then you hear some more scrabbling. As and then you hear another jump. Hawthorne.
We
He's not
lost
here.
Corvo a second ago.
We just lost him, boys.
Discord commit die again.
Discord commit to die, indeed.
Ooh, Battle Pumpkin subscribed. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on combat until Corvo can make his way back here. Oh, is
Corvo.
that him? The
It
man,
appears
myth,
so.
legend, Corvo.
You are on push to talk, I think, just a reminder.
Uh-oh. Minor technical difficulties, folks. The perks of running a game through the internet.
I'm back. No problem.
All right, can you hear us?
Huzzah!
Yeah,
Awesome.
Squad is being temperamental today.
No worries.
What did I miss?
There was some scrabbling and you heard some jumping, and now it's your turn.
Coming from the room with the table on our right.
Yeah, this general. That way.
How are you
Well-
getting the little thing to come up?
Just hold click.
Oh!
Would it be possible for me to hold on to attack from the corner? So let's say like around here.
It would severely limit your line of sight. Like, for example, Quintro can't actually see into the dining hall from where he's at, so he can't actually make an attack.
Oh, I
in
forgot to
that-
move out.
that way.
I forgot to move out. I'm sorry.
Ah,
I meant
I
to
see.
move out.
Move out into the hallway.
Well,
Yes,
You-
I did
Okay.
actually.
Then
You want
move
to put
into
yourself
the
out front?
hallway.
Yep, right there. I humbly apologize.
No worries. Yeah, so you could not make an attack on the corner from there, Corvo, from where you had pinged.
Maybe
Yeah,
we have the
in-
music back on as well.
Yeah, I don't know why it turned off. Oh, I see why.
In that case, I go around here and I hold my action. If any creature gets in my line of sight, I'll attack with my cantrip.
Any creature.
Any
Yeah,
hostile creature, maybe?
Any hostile. No, I'm
What
not.
do you
I'm not
determine
shooting my
hostile to be?
partner. Any undead or anybody who's not part of our party.
Okay, anything who looks undead or anybody who doesn't look like they're a part of the party. Got it. And where are you looking?
Well, I'm looking like on to this room because it's the only direction I can.
This room
look at?
being the southern room.
That one?
Okay, good to know.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. You hear some scrabbling down the hall again.
Oh, I saw something move.
Around which direction?
To the east. Yep.
All right.
I see a bad man.
Yep.
Do I get to fire at it?
Now you can.
Okay. Let me pull my guy up as I close my character sheet. By accident.
You see what appears to be
Oh, good thing I did a lot of damage. Should have hit it though.
a horrifying blue-looking monstrosity that looks as if it should be rotting but doesn't appear to be. It just appears to be some undead with a horribly grisly maw. You rolled a 21. That hits. You plunk this thing right in the thigh. But it keeps running.
Figured as such.
Ugh. Why did that happen?
It's
I
all 1d6. What's this? Some
Game
orcs
needs
shooting
to stop
face?
trying to use macros when I am trying to edit stuff.
they're just getting 10 hit points.
It uses one hand to vault over this table. And then slides its way into here.
It's going around us.
Maybe? I don't remember there being doors in those vaults.
This ghoul knows these
Sosk,
halls better than we do. Be on guard.
Sosk grunts. And to the north, and Randy's in action if something comes through the wall.
Do I recall a door being in this general vicinity? I remember seeing.
There are no doors on these in these catacombs, no, in this area.
Okay, like a vault.
Openings.
Like I don't remember seeing a vault cover. Okay.
Finran is just going to move up one square and hold a sacred flame for the first thing he sees that's not us.
All right. Callahan.
Okay. I'll move forward in front of Quintro here. Do I see it?
You do see a little sliver of it, yep.
All right. Is there a way? Can I use my full action to dodge?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
All right.
I want to wait for it to come to me, and then I have my turn.
Just quickly remind myself how dodge works.
I think he is in.
All attacks have disadvantage against him.
Also, there's no initiative tracker where I can end my turn for some reason.
Yep, it's on the combat tab. You have to right click to pull it out.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Reset movement history?
No. You see you have chat messages, combat encounters, scenes. If you right click the combat encounters tab, it will open it up into a window for you.
I see.
Yes, round 3, but I can't end my turn on that tab.
There's nothing at the
Try
bottom.
pulling the window up a little
Oh,
bit.
here it is. Okay.
There you go. All right. One moment. Something comes around the corner. Fenrin.
Yep. DC 14 Dex save.
Doesn't
That's a
make
low
it.
number.
All 3 radiant damage.
Hey, damage is damage.
You see this thing with a monstrously long tongue and an incredibly bulky frame. What the hell just happened? One moment.
You killed it! Hooray!
That was one hell of a sacred flame.
Nice.
Something with an incredibly bulky frame and a horrendously long tongue come striding around the corner. You hit it with the sacred flame, and you see its silhouette inside of those flames come dive over the table and then move within 10 feet of Callahan and Quintro. Snarling all the way. I got removed from the combat tracker. One moment.
I believe it's under Callahan. At least it's where it looked to be.
There it goes. It is. It is back in.
I can shoot past Callahan with no problems. Is that correct?
Please do. Take it out.
That is correct.
I mean, I'm not fighting a melee.
You're not in melee.
I mean, he is.
I don't think firing in melee is a rule for this.
No, it's not in 5e.
Okay, I couldn't recall. I mean, I can use my spell, but I know it deals with charms, and I don't know if undead can be charmed, so I'm not going to attempt it. The ability is at least probably tactically slightly intelligent. Why does my sheet keep dropping? I'm not doing it. It's just a short bow, but it's better than nothing. Oh, that 20 was so tantalizingly close.
All right. You shoot this thing with your short bow and hit it easily.
Wonderful. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to hit the stop button.
It takes a pretty
There we go.
massive wound in its shoulder. Next up, Corvo, you hear some scrabbling from around the other side. And then you see
Which
it
other side?
come around the corner where you're looking.
All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
Go for it.
On those. These aren't your mom, Zambos. Ooh.
Did it go?
I think a 25 would hit.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You smack this thing with it, and you can feel the energy, that ghastly green light just like sift through him, and appear to partially immobilize his muscles.
Oh, good.
Still ends up making it in engagement range with you. And then you see coming up right behind him a friend.
Oh, no, they got friends.
Trying to scrabble his way past.
Oh, great. But he won't because we're bottlenecking them.
Well,
Hawthorne, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run a risk, and I'm gonna make a step back.
I don't know if it works that way in 4th edition.
It's not a
Fifth edition.
It's not a 5-foot move. He's saying that he's just moving 5 feet.
Oh,
Can I move 5 feet without
No,
triggering?
you will trigger the attack.
All right, then I want to be able to allow Farron to help me with this one, so I'm gonna risk.
Well, no, staying there allows me to help you, dude.
It does? Oh, okay.
I
No
can
problem.
move.
In this case, I'm gonna fire my cantrip again since the first time it worked well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that does hit. Yeah, you smack
Oh,
this
okay.
thing for another 3 damage.
well, their AC at least appears to be low. Well, I'm sorry.
How
At least these
damaged does it look?
It looks like it's taken a little bit of a beating, that's for sure.
At least your opponents aren't armed or armored.
Well, there's no armor for necrotic energy.
I don't know what that is.
How to give your player a heart attack?
Yeah, roll that many dice. I get it. Oh my gosh, it's so glitchy. One moment.
Oh, by the way, I use my spores on it. Sorry.
Your spores proc on its turn though. Yes.
No, whenever it gets in my range, if I'm not mistaken.
I would.
Yeah,
Like
you would have had
spell
to
card,
use the
please.
reaction. Yeah.
Oh, some of these creatures have a little bit of meat like in their mouths that they've been like chewing on, kind of like a dried, desiccated beef jerky.
Ew.
One is holding a liver.
Very nutritious. Ah, by the way, the spores are a reaction
Right. I
to
want
whenever
the
they
spell
get
card for
inside.
it, Corvo. I want you to put it in the chat.
Click the dice thing.
Yeah.
Doing it. Nice.
All right, and your spell save DC is. I don't know what it is.
Let me get it. DC 14.
DC 14. All right, and it's a con save. All right.
Yep. It's a con save.
Fails. Takes that extra damage.
Every little bit helps.
All right. The school moves up and swipes its claws at you, Callahan.
Is this advantage because I took a action to dodge?
That's correct.
Alright, neither hit.
Jeez.
And a good thing, too. Sosk is going to move up here and grunt at you, Fenrir, to see if you're going to get out of the way for him to move here.
Yep.
Okay. It's up here. And then readies an action to attack. To attack an enemy if he gets within 5 feet. Veteran.
I'm evaluating the options here. I'm going to take one step forward
Mm-hmm.
and Sacred Flame the big guy again.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Come on, DC 14 deck save.
He
Yeah,
fails.
8 radiant.
Oh yeah, this thing screams in pain.
That's what I got.
Alright, I think you know what's a better strategy right now?
What's that?
Instead
Living?
of trying to, yes. So instead of trying to like attack it or attack these things, I might as well keep them at bay with dodging. That way the people in the back line can take them out.
Self-preservation is probably a good idea.
So I'm gonna take another full action to dodge.
The sickly gas.
And then I'll end my turn.
Your sickly grasp does look disturbing.
All right, the school in front of you, Hawthorne, tries to slash its claws at you, but is doing so at disadvantage because of your Fate Deliver.
Hell yeah.
12 doesn't hit, so it's
Nah.
gonna move back since you don't have a reaction to let its buddy through.
Oh yeah, the green cloud is.
This
Your
guest,
reaction.
seeing what you're doing and being fairly intelligent itself, is going to try to grapple you, Callahan.
Ah!
Alright, do it. I'll
So this is a contested
I think you can
contested
use.
check using athletics or dex.
Or Callahan can use acrobatics.
Alright, athletics. Here we go. 21.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh Jesus
Eee,
Christ!
come on!
All right, it grabs you, and it is going to move you back 15 feet, which is as far as it can drag you. Actually, it's going to drag you this way.
Not where the flail snail is.
Oh,
Time
You
for
saw
the
that?
flail snail.
oh,
You seen this show, chat?
Oh, I'm sorry, Callahan. This thing smells awful. When you had made your turn, I need you to make DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Oh,
13.
awesome! You steal your senses against this thing, and will no longer have to roll against that.
Honestly, Strahd smelled a lot worse when he used Divine Sense on him.
He didn't smell like anything when you used Divine Sense. It's not how that works, silly.
Yeah, I'm making like flavor stuff. Enjoy.
Intro.
Oh, I'm at a disadvantage of shooting this thing, aren't I?
It's disadvantage of shooting what thing?
Either of them, they got cover.
Well, you can't see the ghast. You can see the ghoul.
Mm,
And it does have cover, but I don't believe that cover works at disadvantage here. Give me a moment.
I think they get a functional bonus to their AC.
Yeah, that's what I believe it is too. Yeah, half cover is +2. If it has full cover, you can't. It has 3/4 cover, so it gets a +5 bonus to its AC.
So does he get a bone? Okay, how does grappling work functionally? Does he get a chance to get out of it every turn? Theoretically.
Yes.
Yes, he'll be able to try to use his action to get out of the grapple on his turn. That is correct.
Okay, I have a plan. I stow the bow. I don't know how the action works. If it's a free, whatever.
To
I
stow
don't know
it, to stow it is a free, but if you try to stow the bow and pull something out, it'll be an action. If you want to get another weapon out that is currently like holstered or something,
Yeah.
you would need to drop the bow and then use your free action to grab the other thing.
Okay, I'll drop the bow, arm myself in melee because I got to make sure everyone else is safe. I will attack this ghoul with my sword. And that's my bonus action. I will give inspiration to Callahan.
All right, smart move.
Give me a second to get the buttons working.
Button.
And I will be Callahan. Do not give heart. Do not give up heart. We will come for you.
All right, give him inspiration and
Yep.
Let's see. Sword.
Yep. I'm getting the all. I guess I'm getting all the different things rattling and rolling.
A 15. Yeah. You stab your blade into the ribs of this thing, and you
Oh
hear
shit!
it, like,
I should have been
immediately-
defensive.
you
Should have
hear
been defensive. I fucked up.
immediately smack.
I meant to go defensive. I'm dumb. Okay,
No,
that's
you're
fine.
good, dude. Somebody's got to do damage.
Dang it! That's
You gotta stop using those macros.
Yeah, I'm trying not to use the macro when I'm editing the HP. It's pretending that I like don't have the actual bar selected, even though it like appears as selected, and then it takes other inputs, which is irritating. But nothing we can do about it at the moment. I just have to remember. Next up is the ghoul. He steps up and swipes at you with his claws.
If he rolls a 20, I'm just gonna go drink a beer.
I do get a reaction now, right? Since it's a new turn.
It's not your turn yet.
New round.
No.
Ah,
you get it
okay,
back
it's
on
no
your
problem.
turn.
Ah, okay. I found it was a round thing, not a
Nope.
my turn. Right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
So it slashes you for 5 damage, and I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
All right. Ask the druid for a Constitution throw.
Oh, that's a good number.
Succeeds. Very
Oof.
lucky. So mark that 5
All
damage,
right.
and then it's your turn.
It's 5 stink damage. Now don't forget if you.
Hold on, wait a second. Would it not have been attacking it? No, he didn't shoot it with the bow. He shot the other
Yeah, it
one.
was the other one that he shot.
Yeah. So, do I spend a full action if I try to swap places with Sosk?
Yeah,
You
you'd
can't
have to
swap
disengage.
places with Sosk because Sosk cannot move on your turn. You could try to get behind Sosk, which would just cost movement.
You'd have to take the
I see.
disengage.
If you didn't want to take an attack.
Well, I'm gonna use my spore then. Wait, before I
No.
do that.
You can't use spores on your turn, dude. The reaction to them.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can't voluntarily use your reaction like that.
It's when they start their turn in your space or get close, then you can use it.
I see. No problem then.
But they
I'm just gonna shoot it then.
All right, go for it. Yeah, you smack it.
There you go.
If you move
Alright.
back now, it'll have disadvantage on the opportunity attack.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good point. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I can't move diagonally because of the website. Can you move me?
You can move.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
at the
I see
moment.
what you're saying.
It's just some jank from the engine.
Hey, that's what I call it when my car doesn't work.
Alright. And as far as I know,
It's gonna
my
use
sport.
its reaction to attack you. By the way, it's gonna try to swipe at you
Sure.
with its claws again.
With
Sure.
disadvantage.
You're right. It is with disadvantage. Let me roll that with the negative.
Whew.
Same number.
Oh,
Same number.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Dealing 9 damage to you, and I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
is no
Just
bueno.
Meets it, beats it.
Succeed. You can feel something like pulsing through your veins, trying to make you clench up, but you resist it just barely and get behind Sosk.
Oof. The clasp of death. Not today.
This
Alright,
ghoul
that was my turn.
is going to run up and I think it's just gonna try to keep you here, Quintro, and it's gonna try to swipe at you with its claws.
I look at the floor and say, "Look, a copper." Oh. Shit, that is my AC.
Yep, it deals 5 damage, and I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
1 second. Dogs.
We cannot hear them.
Yeah.
I'm muting them. Can you hear them now?
No.
You're good, dude.
You can hear my wife. Oh yeah, there's the crit.
Yeah.
Never when I want to really use it.
Hey, crit is a crit, man.
Never insult the dice gods.
No.
Sosk is going to step up so that this ghoul can't attack you.
No. Oh,
Hawthorne.
they want to be fed. Hang on.
And he's
We'll
going
feed him quick.
to swing his battle axe into this thing. Completely whiffing, almost falling down.
Oof.
Is he raging? Just out of curiosity?
No, he's not currently raging.
Okay.
The flail snail comes back out of its hole,
You gotta be kidding me.
moves over, and it's going to multi-attack you.
So it's working with the ghouls.
Hey, does my full round of dodge still apply even though I'm grappled?
Your dodge was a completely different round, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it wasn't. It hadn't been his
does
turn again.
apply if you're grappled.
He's squirming.
You lose this benefit if you're incapacitated or if your speed drops to 0.
Which applies when I'm grappled. Alright, hit me then. I'll tank it.
All right.
Hey, we said
Right.
stop. We said stop using that macro.
That's only
not
one
the
hit.
macro
It's
anymore.
not the macro.
I know.
All right,
Okay.
Most of the attacks fling off of your armor, but the last one you can feel it strike against your neck.
1 second before you take that. My bardic feature, my inspiration, will allow you to subtract attack rolls with the d6.
Could I try that?
You can if you don't want to use it on escaping the grapple.
I'm just pointing that out. I'm just hold on.
Ooh, a 19 still hits.
But I
No,
haven't rolled it
no.
yet.
I rolled that just so you could
Okay.
read the thing.
With my heavy armor mastery, I'll only take 4 damage.
Okay, no, I was just pointing it out. Mine allows you to.
All right, yeah, I'll tank the hit.
All right,
just
you take
pointing
the 4
it out.
damage.
Just pointing it out. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, I got you.
No. I was just
I got
tapping
you.
it on there to show
We
you.
got it.
Sorry, I talk a lot.
Yeah, there's really not a better call at this moment. Fenrin's gonna Sacred Flame the one in front of him.
We got to get to him to help him. Yeah.
Not good damage, but that's a DC 14 dex.
Hey, every point
If
helps.
it makes it. It flings its head to the side, but little does it know it actually flung it straight into the blast and takes it right in the face.
It dodges
Only 2
into it.
damage.
The liver that was
And-
hanging out of its mouth is now searing on the ground.
And I'm gonna hold on to the healing word, so yeah, that's it.
All right,
No, I don't blame you there.
Callahan.
Whoops, sorry, I ended my turn.
Yeah, no, you should be doing that. That's my bad.
All right, I'm going to use that bardic inspiration to break out of my grapple.
You can do it after your roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can do it
okay.
after
Yeah,
see
you
it.
roll, then choose to
So
use
is
it
it
once you see
a-
the result.
Is it an athletics check?
It is an athletics check against his athletics check.
So if he rolls like crap, then yeah, it's worth it. So
No,
there, it's
not
not worth it.
No. So I
Yeah.
can't do anything after this?
That's correct. You tried to use your action to get out, and you couldn't.
Yeah, this is why I hate D&D 5e combat.
Oh, here
Fight
we
me if
go.
you want.
You're not I don't think you're incapacitated, by the way. You're just
Well, I can't do anything.
Well, you used your action trying to get out, so.
Yeah,
No,
the action
You- you
is
could-
stupid. Like,
Well, you could have attacked it
Ugh.
instead of breaking out.
yeah, that's correct.
so many better combat systems. All right, then I guess I'm my turn then, right?
Yes. The other ghoul sees that Sosk is in the way and tries to dash down the other way. So 1, 3. The ghast on its turn will sink its teeth into your. Will try to sink its teeth into your neck, Callahan. One moment.
All right, fails to puncture.
Yeah, it tries to sink its teeth into your neck, but it hits your rope and doesn't seem to make its way through. Wintro.
Winthrop?
Squeedy child, are you there?
If you're talking, you're muted or something.
I'm sorry. Did you ask a question? I had
Yes.
It's your turn.
I humbly apologize. Okay. I will just go defensive so this guy can't hit me again. Well, theoretically can't. Then I'll hopefully have a pair of cantrips behind me.
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to attempt to go into a defensive posture.
Dodge. Dodge action is what you're
Thank
doing.
you. I couldn't think of the name of it.
All right.
I'm trying to do the put the little thing on there, but it's not working. That way, hopefully, the cantrips can fly and this guy can get hurt.
This ghoul is going to try to I think try to bite its way into Sosk. Let's double check. Yeah, it's just gonna try to sink its teeth. Actually, no, it's gonna try to claw Sosk. Succeeding. For 6. Sosk is not yet raging. Oh, that's not how that works. Oh, I just deleted Sosk. What is life?
Get him killed first, dude. Don't rush up things.
All right. And then Sosk needs to make a con check. Succeeds. Completely fine. Hawthorne.
Alright, I'm gonna help my little buddy. And I can't use my reaction, right? Now that the enemy is on sight and range.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wait, you could have used it when he started his turn because he was still within your range, I think.
Not if you
No,
if you can't see him. Also, no, it wouldn't have been in the right radius. But anyways, you move forward, and what are you trying to do?
Just gonna use my
Just gonna
cantrip.
attack him. All right, yeah, you do.
Yep.
You plunk your
And-
way into him.
Alright, and I think that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. This ghoul is going to look at you, Quintro, realize what you're doing because of how it worked before, and he's going to move here, provoking an attack of opportunity.
I'll take it.
All right, make your
I
roll.
won't use a spell either because I thought it would work.
No, just stab it.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get my windows open again because I like seeing the screen.
You can pop them out if you have a second screen.
Oh, for frick's sake! I didn't realize. Oh, of course. Thank you. I didn't think about popping them out. It didn't even occur to me.
No worries.
That's a good idea. Hooray!
Ooh, you try to stab this thing and you lunge towards it, going for the small of its back. But your lunge barely misses it as it's running towards Callahan to make a claw attack against him.
You still have that bardic inspiration you could use.
That's true.
Yeah, that might be good to use now.
Oh yeah, I give the last one to you then.
Yeah, roll a d6.
I forgot.
No, he
has
still
a-
had it, Quintro. He never used it.
It was a 5, wasn't it?
No,
No,
you
no,
roll
you
the
gotta
number.
roll
The
it.
number. The
All right,
number.
yeah,
rolling
just roll.
d6.
That's
So
a D65.
No.
Ooh.
Yep, still hits. Fuck this game. Sorry.
All right, 7 damage to you, minus the 3 from your heavy armor feat.
It's 4 damage.
4, and I need you to roll me a DC 10 con save. Failing. All right, Callahan, you are currently paralyzed.
Oof.
Okay.
All right. The flail snail makes 5 attacks at you. You're paralyzed. They automatically hit. They automatically crit, I actually believe.
Boo.
So Callahan just died.
Oof.
Let me double check. I need to make sure.
I think you're right.
I think I'm right. One moment. No, it's attack rolls have advantage, and any attack that hits is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet. So it's not necessarily instant death just yet.
Gotta see if it hits with advantage on every attack.
Yep.
And you still soak 3 damage.
I don't think that matters when I have like. Yeah, that's all my health except one. I have 1 health point less because of that.
All right. Let's roll the second attack. That misses.
Okay, doesn't hit. Misses. Hits. I'm dead.
You are down.
You're unconscious.
Basically dead.
Unconscious.
Unconscious, but unconscious means that
Every hit after is a death saving throw.
As long as one of these misses, you're alive.
We had some keen votes the other day.
2 more attacks to make.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a miss.
All right. You currently have 2 death saving throws out of your 3.
You have failed 2 out of 3. Yeah.
You failed
So
2
I'm-
out of 3.
Alright, make a death saving throw now.
No,
Normal, right?
Yeah.
no.
On my
Veteran still
turn,
has a
right?
turn.
I still have a turn. Hang in there, Callahan. Healing word. Just gonna use first level. Callahan, you're up with 8 hit points.
And about a dozen bruises.
You're prone on the ground, still paralyzed with 8 hit points. But yes, you are up.
Does the paralysis carry over after he gets knocked unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's not dead yet.
However, Callahan, it's your turn. Make me a DC
Hey,
10.
I wasn't done yet. I wasn't done yet.
Oh,
That's
so-
just my
sorry.
bonus
Well, then
action.
let me go back.
And then hand crossbow at the ghoul.
All right, make the shot.
Nope.
Ooh, God. It strikes the side of the wall, and the feathers plink off of Callahan's unconscious face, or awoken face now. Excuse me. Callahan, make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Still paralyzed. Susk is going to
Those-
rage.
Stupid dice. I know it's just an artifact of it trying to show suspense, but it doesn't have to tease us.
Susk is going to use his last rage, I think, now. And make an attack against this guy. He's gonna reckless attack too. Might as well. Yeah, cleaving this thing with the battle axe, dealing an extra 2 damage, bringing this thing down quite a significant amount. It is this ghoul's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's going to move up right here. And basically dive onto Callahan and start trying to munch down. But its teeth don't pierce his armor.
In his haste, he forgets to aim for skin.
The guest is going to drag Callahan a little bit further away here. And then try to munch on him. Failing as well.
Callahan lives.
Quintro.
Should I try to bull rush this thing so you guys can get past it?
I mean, I think you're better off just trying to kill it.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
The fewer rounds it has alive, the less damage it can do.
I agree.
Does she show?
Here.
Taylor? Does she show in dressage? Oh, on the jumping team, you mean?
Squid. you're
Yeah,
not
I
like it.
know. It's the wife in the other room.
You can just go and push to talk for a little bit.
Sorry, I meant to do S talk. Doesn't matter. I missed.
Yeah, in your desperation to get this thing away from Callahan, you whiff. This other ghoul is extremely injured, but is still going to try to claw
He
its
gets
way.
spore damage.
There you go.
All right, let's see it.
From what it's worth, it's the same number for either weapon.
I
To
understand.
hit, that is.
Yep. Alright. Let me just. It should roll.
It did.
Okay. Any little bit helps.
Fails its con save for sure. And takes another 2 damage. This thing is on its last legs, literally. It only has one leg. And it's going to try to claw at Sosk again. Missing.
Ooh, great.
Hawthorne.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot it. Let's try to get the. Whoops. Let's try to free the. Ignore that.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, you shoot it and literally blow it away. It's completely dead.
Hell yeah. Alright, Sosk, let's switch our attention to the other guys. And I'm gonna move about here. Nah. Never mind that. I'm gonna stay here.
All right, you stay
So I
where you
can
are.
keep a lookout. And that's my turn.
This other ghoul, in a blood frenzy, basically, is going to turn around to look at you, Quintro, and try to claw at you again. You keep trying to stab it in the back. But
Nope.
misses. And then it's going
Fancy
to run...
footwork prevails again. End soldier training.
It's going to try to run over this way. Provoking an attack of opportunity. Succeeding, yeah. You stab this thing and you see its brackish green blood spew across the floor.
I don't know how I untargeted it, but I managed to get a slice off.
The flail snail returns to munching on its feast. Misses the first. Hits the second for 1 damage, I believe. Actually, no, damage is automatically a crit. So this needs to be critted up here. All right, so it does 4.
Still up?
Yep, he's still up for sure.
Ooh.
And I'm back to 0.
Yeah, the crit damage doesn't matter at that point.
Yep, 2 more attacks. Miss. And
Miss.
Fenrir.
All right. Fenrir's gonna start running forward.
Yeah, that's 5,
Oh
10,
boy.
15, 20, 25. You're at 25 movement. You have to move
Pop
out
off.
1 more in order to see Callahan.
I was gonna pop off a hand crossbow shot first.
Yep.
19
Nice.
to hit at this ghoul, the one that's running away.
Yep. You smack it right in the ribs and you see it slump onto the floor and die.
All right. Risking his neck for Callahan. 1 more step forward. And
Huzzah!
have a healing word. You have 6 hit points. Use them well.
Callahan back up with 6. Callahan's turn.
DC 10 con throw.
You do get to make your DC 10 con throw.
Natural 20.
My man.
All right, you are no longer paralyzed. You are still grappled.
Can I
He
try
does-
and
He does
ungrapple?
You may try and ungrapple.
Another
a.
natural 20.
Let me double
Hell
check
yeah.
the prone. thing
Callahan
real quick.
lives.
Well,
You do a Jackie Chan kip up and fling the dude across the room.
all right. Let me see. Let me see what he rolls. Not enough. You break out of the grapple. What would you like to do?
Okay,
you like
what
to
can I
move?
do?
You can still move.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move.
You have to get
I
up with
can't-
15 feet of movement.
It's not my turn. I can't move.
It is your turn.
It's
It's
kinda
just
like
Fenrir
Tractor
didn't end
Sim.
his turn.
Okay.
So
So
you get up
I
with
can't
15.
move back here, right?
That's correct. There's a wall there. You could move one space this way, basically, with all your movement, because in order to move through Fenrir, you'd have to use double the movement, and you'd have to have enough to
Well,
get on
there's
the other
no
side.
point in really me moving, eh?
Doesn't seem like it, unless you want to move.
Is there anything
out
I
of the
can do?
corner.
Like, did I already use all my actions?
Yes.
All right,
So
then I'm up. That's all I can say.
All right.
Keep surviving, man.
Well, you're not defenseless. That's important too.
Very important.
Sosk is gonna lose his rage this turn because he doesn't have anything to attack.
Can he not try to get in range of anything with a javelin or something?
Oh, that's a good point. Does he have any javelins left? Let's see.
Can he just pick up a
He doesn't
rock
have,
or a body?
He doesn't have javelins, but he does have a dagger, so he could throw the dagger.
Okay.
Let's see. 5,
And he
10,
doesn't have to hit, he
15,
just has to try.
Susk,
true.
improvise.
15, 30. He can see the flail snail from here. He can't. The odds of him hitting are very low, but he does have it. Let's see. It's gonna be +2. Yeah, that misses. But he does throw the dagger. So the ghoul looks at you, Fenrir, and tries to claw you,
Oh boy.
whiffing completely.
Huzzah.
The ghast, seeing that Callahan is completely up, is going to. Oh, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna try to grapple him again? That'd be mean.
That'd be
Well,
very
just
mean.
cut his movement speed off, he can still fight.
That's true. He could still fight. I'm trying to
What
think of what he would
hasn't
do.
been mean about this campaign?
He's gonna move through his friend over here, and he's gonna try to attack you, Fenrir.
Doesn't he get a target attack of opportunity?
No, because he's moving through his friend.
He's not
Right.
leaving your range.
But he is being flanked now by Fenrir and I.
That's
Yes.
correct. Is he gonna try to claw you? Is he gonna try to bite you? I think he's gonna try to claw you.
That will hit.
For 9 damage, and then I need a DC 10 con save.
One moment.
Fenrir, you're paralyzed. You fall onto the ground prone.
Huzzah.
Well, that sucks.
Quintro.
If he's paralyzed, can I stand in a square?
You could probably step through me and be able to hit everything.
Technically, you can stand in his square if he's prone, but
Not that I want to be there. It's a poopy place.
And it's also not fun to step on your friends.
yeah.
Like your feet is on his
No,
face.
no. I got it. I got it. He takes 1d4 trampling damage per round.
I mean, kind of basically.
Hey, buddy, real quick, says the guy with his knees on his neck.
But yeah, as many people as we can get in range of the flail snail as possible might be helpful.
Well, I'm gonna take attacks. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna get mauled to hell and back as soon as I get in
It's
that
a
room.
snail. Run from it. It's slow.
You move forward 1 square.
I got to do that at the very least.
Uh-huh. Fenrir is on the ground paralyzed.
No, I got that. I got nothing I can do with him. I got no spells
I
left
mean,
at
you can
all.
grab him and try to move him away, but you're gonna provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, but he's gonna get attacked too.
Don't
isn't he?
worry.
No.
No, but don't worry about me.
No, he won't get a
Kill
he
him.
Won't get a he won't get an attack of opportunity. 'Cause
Out of
he's being
curiosity,
moved.
At a quick glance, which one seems more wounded?
Hard to tell.
Okay, that's fine. Give me a second. I gotta find my combat tracker again. It keeps falling. Google. Okay, Sauce is way on that list.
Just stab it.
Yep. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stand there and try to get their attention.
Do what?
I'm gonna stand there and just try to fight these things.
All right, which one are you going to attack?
The big guy.
All right, you try to
And,
attack
you
the
know-
big guy and
God bless it.
end up hitting the bricks in the wall, trying to reach your way around the corner.
Yeah. I need a better sword.
Ghoul's
This
dead.
one's dinged up.
Hawthorne, it's your turn.
Alright, the ghoul that is still appearing on my track.
Both of them are dead.
Oh, okay. You never know. I'm gonna move right here.
Uh-huh.
Can I target the...
The only thing that you can see from that position is the flail snail, and it has 2/3 cover.
Alright. I'm gonna try to... Is this place reachable? Like, I can't move diagonally, but...
That's correct.
Hey,
You cannot move
poke that.
diagonally.
Yeah, you're in a hallway. You could step in front of Sosk though and maybe have a better line of sight.
No. The light shows me that this is a wall. It's alright.
You could go
Oh, yeah, you
here.
can move there. Flail
or
snail
here,
has 1/3
here.
cover from that position.
How much cover?
1/3, so it only gets a +2 to AC.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright. I'm gonna slide... Halfhorn slides his mask, and he says, the little girl that used to live here sends her regards. And sorry, I can't roleplay real good
Do it.
if I'm sick like this. And I cast Wither and Bloom.
Wither and Bloom, all right. Give me that. I'll get the spell card for you because I don't think I actually gave it to you.
Yeah,
one moment.
I can just add a slot here just
Yep.
to cast it.
Yep. Do that, please.
And fuck. Hopefully it's a bit clunky to get the area right. But I'm gonna try to... Let me just see if this thing has like friendly fire.
No, you can choose which creatures it affects.
Oh yeah, each creature on
Of
the
your
area.
choice.
Alright. This is the area. And every enemy in this area gets hit by it.
That's every enemy and ally.
No,
No,
I
it is
of your
choose...
choice.
Each creature
Never
of your
mind.
choice.
Never mind.
Yes.
The table's gonna get what's coming to it.
It's a Constitution 14 DC save. Okay, so we're gonna roll for the bottom ghoul first.
And one creature of my choice in the area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice.
So that's
So-
We
Oh.
don't use hit dice, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Quintro or Fenrir can choose to use hit dice if they have one.
I would like to roll that if I could, because I'm currently paralyzed.
Yeah, you're the one who's gonna get smacked around. Go for it.
Yep.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it takes me
Dude's
back
like a
to
rag doll.
Yep. Hawthorne, roll me your necrotic damage, please.
How much?
Your 2d6.
If
from
you
the spell
click the
card.
2d6 in the spell card.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Hey,
Nice.
above
Well,
average.
no, you only had to do it once, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, still very good
no,
damage.
The first one, yeah.
You see that one to the south kind of start to wither itself a little bit. The flail snail is going to try to save. It's got a really nice Constitution score. It doesn't matter.
A nice Constitution saving throw, man.
Thank you. I did a really good job on that one. And then the big dude is going to make his. He's going to try to, at least. Completely fails.
I think it's
Well
the first,
done, Corvo.
the first
one,
break.
man.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's your turn, Corvo?
Oh yeah. That's my turn.
All right.
Now the hard part.
I've been holding this thing.
The
Like,
flail
I'm not
snail.
gonna spoil this on
It's
one
time
enemy.
for the flail snail gauntlet, Fenrir.
Not a single attack at Callahan.
Well, we'll see.
Listen, I've had my turns.
That's a miss.
Sorry.
Get
I-
ready to
That's a
WrestleMania,
hit.
son.
Extra damage because it's a crit.
Yep.
Mm,
Okay, that's 11.
Oh, 11? Yes. So that's attack number 2, attack number 3.
That's a hit.
no.
For 7.
Shit.
All right,
No,
still up.
it's double shit.
That's a hit.
Sorry.
For 9.
9.
There's a sliver left.
A sliver left. 3 HP.
God damn it.
Fenrir
God
Unconscious.
damn it.
Unconscious is better than the other one.
Very true. Fenrir's turn is skipped. Callahan.
Wait, death save.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. Death save.
If you roll a 20, you're back up.
That'd be crazy.
That's
No.
15.
1 success. Callahan.
All right, I'm going to attack the ghoul that's behind me. With flanking, that's a bonus, right?
You're not flanking 'cause I'm
Fenrir is
unconscious.
unconscious.
I don't know. Does
Right.
it is Quint?
But
Is
even
that still
with
with
controls like
Quintra?
diagonally facing him.
No, you'd have to be 1 square to your right, which you could move.
Right. And I won't get provoked an attack of opportunity, right?
You shouldn't.
No,
If
yeah,
you-
you won't leave any
All right.
ranges.
So now that I get a what's the bonus again?
Advantage.
Advantage.
All right, that's shift cloak, right?
Yes.
For what it's worth, both get that.
Not
Whoa.
20.
Nat
Whoa!
11 damage.
Yeah, you slam into this thing for 11 damage. And it looks like it's on its last legs here.
Finish it off, Quintro.
I will.
Sosk tries to come barging through, but realizes that
Can't push through all
10,
of us.
15, 20, 25.
He can go over me because I'm down.
30. Actually, he could go into the room. He could.
Do it.
He's gonna
Rage charge.
Ooh.
He's gonna come on in, and then he's gonna look at this other ghoul and try to eliminate an attack from them. So, I don't have a sheet open. That would be why. All right.
Go, Sosk.
He will not.
It's
reckless
snail
attack.
meat. It's
Just
a
gonna regular
delicacy.
attack.
Nail meat.
Hits him for 6 total damage. The thing, sadly,
God
The
damn it.
ghast or the flail snail?
the ghast,
Okay.
or not
It
the
won't.
ghast, the ghoul.
The ghoul.
Okay.
There's still this ghoul down south of me.
Yeah. On its turn, it's going to try to bite into Fenrir
With advantage.
with advantage. That is
2 failed death saves.
Yes. And on the ghast
Wait,
turn,
wait. If it's. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity perchance?
No, it does not.
Nope. Not unless you have Sentinel.
I only ask because he's going down to do it.
Well, do you have Sentinel?
I have Warcaster.
No.
Well, the ghast is going to try to bite into Fenrir.
Is there anything I can do to fuck this dude up?
Yeah,
Fuck!
Fenrir's dead.
Fenrir is dead.
Oh,
Stick around, Seth. There might be some things that I need you to do in a little bit. But as of right now, Fenrir has breathed his last breath.
Fuck.
Quintro, it's your turn.
You bastard!
Who are you attacking?
The ghast.
The ghast. I thought I clicked him.
Okay. You attack the ghast. You slide your knife, cutting his tongue out and sliding it under his neck,
Oops, I didn't mean to click again.
and you watch as he bleeds out onto the ground.
I managed to get him a second too late.
Just a second too late.
I'll move into this spot. I can't do that.
Which spot are you moving
Oh,
into?
I was gonna move into where the gas was.
Yeah, go for it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Wait, would that trigger an opportunity attack from the ghoul?
It would
Oh,
actually.
no,
Would you
in that
still like
case,
to
don't
do
worry
that?
about it.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it. We need to keep as healthy as possible.
Hawthorne.
all right.
Fuck.
Fuck. The ghoul is how much damaged?
Ghoul's almost
Pretty-
dead.
Yeah,
All
focus
right,
on the
can I
ghoul,
hit
then we
it?
can take out the flail snail together.
I gotta move here.
You're behind a wall. You
Wait.
can't see it from there.
Yeah. I thought that wasn't a wall. Can I hit the ghoul? No,
If you
right?
move up here, can't you see the ghoul?
You could move on to Fenrir's corpse.
Yeah.
Suddenly, it
That
doesn't matter.
would-
Yeah.
Yeah, that
God
would
dang it.
put me into range, but alright. And I'm gonna use my cantrip on the ghoul to get us rid of it.
And you do. It is
Nice.
down for the count.
Nice. And can I... Fuck, if I move now, the
The flail
Snail
snail gets an opportunity attack.
will
That's correct.
beat the fuck out of me.
Well, I don't think it gets all 5, but you don't want 1 if you can help it.
Yeah, have it already used its, like, reaction?
Probably not.
It
All
is
right,
not.
then I'm gonna use my face step because this thing will murderize me if
Alright.
If
Move
we could
3
all get
feet
away
to
from it,
somewhere
I
where
bet
you
we could
see.
just leave it the fuck alone.
True. It does seem to leave when
yeah.
nobody's around it.
The ghouls were a problem because they were willing to chase us.
All
this
right,
thing
you don't
didn't
have any
seem to
more,
care.
you don't have any more conversation that you can do.
All right.
Hawthorne,
Yeah,
move yourself
I'm
where you
moving to using my face step to move away, and I yell, "Leave this thing alone! We'll grab Fenrir whenever we can."
The flail snail sees Sosk and is going to try to attack him. Just normal attacks now. That
At least
misses.
he can defend against this.
That misses. That misses. That misses. That misses.
Nice.
Just kill it.
Callahan.
All right. So, is there a strategy to like run away from this thing?
Disengage.
All right. I'll take a full action to disengage.
If we leave, I think it'll just leave us
Then
alone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right?
Well, you could have gone the other way and gone
You can
shorter,
go
but
30
yeah.
at least if you want.
If you'd have gone,
You
the
realize
other,
there's corpses there. You could have just gone straight line.
Oh, the corpse is gone? Right. Okay, so
The corpses are all
5,
around, so
10, 15.
I'll
20,
I'll grab Fenrir. I'm plenty strong enough to get him out of there.
No, I'm strong. Can I carry Fenrir out of the way?
No, I mean,
It
I
would
only
slow
gotta-
you down. It would slow you down.
yeah, it slows
Okay.
you down.
Then I'm here then. And then I'll end my turn.
Soska disengages, grabs
Unless
Fenrin,
Sauce wants to do it, yeah.
and
I have no idea what's
starts to
south,
move
so I'm going to head
him
towards Hawthorne.
this way. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Quintro.
I'm going to head this direction because I personally I have no idea what's that direction.
Right, fair.
And I tell Hawthorne that I know the room to the south has nothing in it but some sleeping pallets
Hawthorne.
and possibly a well.
I'm
But
gonna.
I keep my attention to the east though, in case the snail does chase us.
Yep.
Is there any chance that we can just like make the tunnel fall down, blocking the path?
No.
Or is
Well,
this?
you need to go that way, dude.
All right, then I'll do that.
I
I'll spend
suggest-
my turn. Fuck. Ah, no.
That guy's
It's
dead.
the one that. Yeah. Way to give me a heart attack. Like, oh no, you're messing with me.
But yeah, basically I gave him the quickest. Like, there's a safe room down south, and there's a tunnel that seems to go past that. And if the snail doesn't chase us, I think it's safe enough that we can at least. Oh, you got those earring things.
The snail does crawl forward,
Yeah.
and it does begin to try to attack Sosk again.
I don't know where he went. Shit.
All right, let's see.
Y'all had it flanked.
Well, we could have beat the crap out of it, yes, but I thought getting the hell away would be better. Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. Only 8 damage, so Sosk is still up. That is significant. Why isn't it letting me edit? Okay, I gotta fix some stuff later on to figure out why that's happening, but I'm just gonna edit it on here. Or Sosk looks like he's barely up. Sosk goes down.
Ah, fuck.
Flail Snail continues its assault.
Oh, I thought we could get by, or rather, I thought we could make more progress in the tunnel. Shit.
Sosk is dead.
God damn it.
God damn it.
I want to take a
Callahan.
full action to run.
You can. You can dash. That's what that is.
Well,
And then I end my turn.
I pick up my bow while I'm here.
Just trying to get away from this fucking thing.
Combat is over. You hear the gentle slurping coming down the hall as the flail snail begins to feed.
Well,
Everyone back to the table.
Hey! Oh god, I see why Hawthorne freaked out for a second.
Callahan is gonna put his back to the wall and just slump to the ground, exhausted, both physically and mentally, seeing 2 of his companions felled by the snail and gassed.
well, death isn't the end. It's just a very inconvenient.
It is a
Well,
movie! How many times do we have to keep saying this, Hawthorne? Please, don't you understand? This is a realm of death, a realm of pain. We're not
Yeah,
going to get out of this alive, Fenrin. I mean, Hawthorne. He just
It's-
begins clutching his head and
that's-
face.
That's what they say, and I disagree with it. Nobody's over death. Strahd is just playing God here.
He is
Anyways,
God.
we need.
We are slaves. We are going to die.
Well, they're doing that.
Not, not, not with that attitude. All right, we need a plan. There's
Well,
a cult around here. They are doing something. We don't have time to heal or regroup. Maybe we can try to sabotage them with sabotage the ritual. Maybe pretend we can join them to run away later. There are options.
I am not one to consort with the dark forces, especially
No.
since I have taken the lives of my allies.
Nor I.
How about join the dark forces to backstab it later?
Hawthorne, I am no mood for your humor. Whatever attempt it may be to relieve us of stress.
While they're
I
talking, can I roll an investigation just to scope the room out to make sure it's safe since we're resting in it?
You can.
By resting, I mean we're taking a breather. Oops. Hang on, I hit a button.
You've scouted this room out before and remember that there's nothing of note in here.
By scouted, we just made sure there's no one in it.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm taking a slightly more nuanced look.
Yep, you don't find anything else of import in this room.
Okay, no, that's fine. This is more of a quirk thing. Like we're actually resting for a moment. I want to make sure, you know. I stand here to half stand guard. I'm like leaning up against this wall a little bit and just listening. Or I double check here, make sure the snail ain't coming around the corner, that kind of thing.
You can hear the snail slurping on somebody's corpse inside of the dining hall.
Oh, and this thing, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have time to. We're not gonna rest here. We shouldn't.
Well, no, we're
stop.
literally catching our breath. We're not sleeping here.
That's what a rest is.
We can. Only thing I can think of is we could go back and try and take the thing down with ranged attacks and
did
maybe
you
getting our friends' bodies back. But
Did it even have anything that we could make use of?
the snail,
No, the others.
other than
Yeah,
basic
some
supplies.
stuff.
Then we must press on. The chanting is still present. Is it? Is this? Do we still hear that
Yes.
chanting?
Yes, you do.
Can we hear what direction it's coming from, or if it's echoing off the wall so much we can't discern its location?
From you know it's coming from the east somewhere.
Well, when Fenrir and I were exploring, we did hear we checked down here and we didn't hear any noise. We figure it's safer this way than it was up north.
Yes, but what if this ritual is the one thing that keeps us from leaving?
Well, I'm just saying is we know there's a problem northeast of us. We it may be safer to travel, and I'm only this way, and I'm only I forgot I can do this. Okay, I can't do that anymore. It must be only during combat. No, it might be safer to go this direction.
Whatever it is, we are not we cannot solve our problems with combat this time. If we're
Well-
gonna stop this ritual, we have to sabotage it
And
somehow.
how do you propose that? Releasing more spores?
Make them screw up the ritual. We can maybe collapse something over them. It's a rotting house after all.
Perhaps
Intro.
our mere presence can shock them enough so the verses they may chant may stop.
Quintro.
Yeah.
Make me an intelligence check to remember something.
1 second. It should be the same number either way. Oh, jeez, that doesn't help. If it has to do with that note, I can pull it up. But
Nope, nothing to do with any notes that you have currently in your inventory.
Could I?
Okay.
Is it something I can remember?
No.
Can I roll that?
No.
Alright.
it might have been something I'd done in scouting earlier that I wouldn't have remembered.
Or maybe something about rituals or something.
Oh yeah, possibly. Do you want me to scout this little area out? I've got the best. I used to do quite a bit of scouting back in my days. Here around the corner.
Well, if you are confident that you can get back here.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
I'm only gonna go 15, 20 feet. So I'll roll a
We
stealth.
need all the intel we can get.
And I know this is I'm thinking I'm being as sneaky as possible, but I'm gonna check around this corner. I remember seeing this a little well. I assume you guys are gonna be behind me, more or less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is out of character. I assume you're kind of at least not gonna be. Well, you don't have to be right behind me. I just mean within like calling
Well,
out.
make sure you
distance.
don't get carried away by some ghoul or ghast.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Okay, what does this area look like?
So you remember this is
I remember
it
seeing.
seems to be some quarters of some kind. There are 5 side rooms. They each contain a wood frame bed with a moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest. There is a 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip that descends 30 feet down to something that you can't currently see. Each chest appears to be secured with a rusty iron padlock.
Mm,
Nothing a quick mace can solve.
well, I can pick locks. Let me take a look quick.
It'll
Hawthorne, are you
create a
staying in that
lot
room
of noise,
behind,
though.
or are you going with them?
Let me check. Now I'm going with them.
Okay.
Just
Picking
taking my
locks.
medicine.
Oh, picking locks, is that a skill or do I actually have to find lock picking?
Thieves
roll the tools.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're right there. I should have a +2 on that. Why
Yeah,
isn't that
you
coming
kick
up?
open
Oh.
this first lock really easily. There are 11 gold pieces loosely scattered about the chest, and what appears to be a pouch that looks suspiciously like it's made of human skin.
Ugh.
It is, at least it looks to be bulging with something.
I'll tell you what. I will. Do you guys have a bag or something to keep all this stuff in?
Yep.
I will hand
Uh,
you the spoils. I'm writing it down. I will pop these open in case there's something that's useful, and you hang on to them, just for the sake of
all
time.
right.
Sounds good.
Right. Does
Uh,
anybody look in the side of the pouch?
That's why I'm saying I'm handing it to you guys.
Alright, I'll look inside the pouch.
Inside appears to be approximately 60 silver pieces.
Alright, well, is this stat away?
It might be useful if we have to buy 2 rations.
Fucking discount Dan. If we even get out of this place.
No, I get you. I get you. Okay, these tools. Try the second one here. This one's particularly rusty. If you want to smash it, go ahead. I was just trying to be quiet.
Alright, I'll lightly tap it with my mace a bit hard. And if it's, just like
It
slowly,
gives a
not
little
like,
bit.
yeah. Alright, just a bit more until the latch can break.
there's a well close to us that'll echo the sound
It's going to take you a long
downwards.
time to gingerly crack open this
Alright, I'm
nut.
gonna break it open then.
All right, you break it open. It splinters and the sounds echo against the walls, and then you hear again the slurping of the snail.
I see red.
The
What's in
chest
this-
appears to have 3 moss agates worth 10 gold pieces each. They are next to a folded piece of black cloth.
Alright, well, 3 of them, eh?
The pay to win.
Yes.
I'll give one each Fenrir
No, I didn't.
nothing myself.
Fenrin's dead.
I was just
Squinchbro, sorry.
that's what I meant. Just we'll divide them later. I really
Okay, so what are they called again?
moss agates in the
Mossig. I'll put that in my inventory.
All
in a
right.
black pouch.
No, a black cloth. A folded black cloth.
How do I
They're-
add things to my inventory again? Oh, here we go.
I'm just literally writing on paper. I
And
want
make
to
sure
take that
that,
snail
make
up,
sure
but I
that
don't
if
know
you're
if we
going to write
can.
it down on paper, that you transfer it to your character sheet eventually.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do the other thing. I will do that too. Are they in the black cloth or is the black cloth something else?
The black cloth is just a folded piece of black cloth.
Never know. Hawthorne, did you want to toss a rock down the well? Is that what you're doing?
No, that's exactly what I think we should not do. But
Okay,
can
this
I
third
try
chest.
to peek inside and see what is down
Yeah,
there?
you can look down the well.
All
This
right,
chest is
should
also
I
rusty
roll
as hell.
perception?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, why did it
you
fall?
see down the well. 1 second, I gotta do it one at a time. Down
Nope,
the well,
it's fine.
Hawthorne. You go back to room D, please. Down
Me?
the well, Hawthorne.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I was just
You
rolling them all to
see
get them away.
what looks to be a bunch of corpses in the water down at the well, but then one of them looks up at you and you hear, and then all of a sudden all the flesh that's down in the well, bloated, decomposing, begins to move and like try to claw at the sides of the well, but clearly they cannot get up.
All right. So there's a mass of monster inside of this thing. Let's leave this place soon, as soon as
Can
possible.
Callahan light a torch and just drop it in the pit?
You hear it sizzle and because there's water at the bottom and it goes out.
Well, I didn't do it. I asked if I could.
Oh, well, yes, you can.
Well, looking down and seeing the water inside it, I won't do anything.
All right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Wait, how sure am I that this thing can't claw its way over us?
I think he's saying there's a bunch of Zambos and ghouls or whatever down there, and they just fell in. Rather, I think my guess is that's what it is. That's just a guess.
Hmm. Nah,
What do
I
you say?
was thinking if this thing couldn't maybe be a path somewhere, but if it was, they wouldn't be
Well,
all
it
bundled up in there.
this room looks not unlike a barracks with a well in it. If those are
Yeah,
just things that had just happened to mindlessly stumble in, they wouldn't be dead yet. If you're welcome to fling cantrips down there until they die, but I don't know if you want to stir up more problems than we've got.
Let's
nah,
just keep
nah.
moving forward.
This chest was too rusted to pick,
All right, I'll break it open.
and this one I did succeed. I rolled a 16.
Which chest is it? This one?
No, this one
is the chest, or I'm sorry, yeah, the middle chest is the one that
I
that
couldn't
has to be
break.
broken open.
This one I did succeed. I was just trying to roll them all just so that I
Yep.
sped
And the
up
one
the
that
time.
you're in the room of right now,
Yeah. I rolled a 16. I assumed it was high enough.
It has an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles inside. You think it's worth about 25 gold pieces. Callahan, in the room,
Yes.
if you decide to open up that chest,
Yep.
inside is a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it. It appears to be worth about 50 gold pieces.
50 gold pieces. A carnelian. What is carnelian?
Carnelian is a
It's
kind
a
of
type of-
gem.
Yeah. I was hoping to find a potion, but these are terrible. And I will try one last time on this top one. I'm not going to move my marker up there. I'll just hit the thing.
Okay.
God, it's either ones or twos or a 16. These chests are extremely rusty. My picks just aren't going into them.
All right, I'll whack it open.
All right,
What's
you
inside
do.
of it?
And there is a silvered short sword.
That
which you believe is worth about 110 GP.
Does silver
That-
have a benefit against some undead creatures? Or is that only
it
Witcher?
does have a benefit against some creatures, yes.
Well,
mind
Like
it?
werewolves and whatnot. It
yeah.
helps.
I guess
do you mind
I'm
if I hold
looking
on to that?
yeah, I was just
just
thinking, yeah.
just because my finesse abilities do help with that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. All right,
mean,
so
we're not.
we've got some precious baubles. New adventurers can take off our dead corpses once we perish.
Huh.
Let us move forward.
I have no idea if I'll use it as a primary. Okay, it looks like all we have left is I can't tell if this is a door or not, but it looks like this is another passage. I suggest we be as careful as possible. I'm not a trap finder, but we should probably be extra careful. Do we see the snail from where we're at?
It appears to currently be munching on Fenrir and has
Great.
eaten through half of his head.
Ah, Jesus. Okay. Should we try to fling range attacks at this thing and try and kill it?
Maybe wise just to keep moving forward and deal with this cult.
No, I just meant more like as a honor or comrade thing. Okay, that's not a problem.
I don't think it's a good idea. Like snails are, like this is a big snail, so it must have a high AC.
No, I gotcha. It's more me feeling guilty about leaving yet another comrade to die while I survive.
Let's just keep moving forward.
Okay,
They would want us to survive.
How beaten up is the snail?
It
The
doesn't
snail?
appear to be that beaten up, but you can't really tell because its shell is hiding most of its body.
I mean,
No,
you
it's
hit it with a
fine.
spell, and I think one of us smacked it once. Okay, I'm trying
Yeah,
to be as
no.
stealthy as possible to get around this corner.
Yeah. Okay.
We can deal with that once we return alive.
If we
from
have
the
Around the
to, yeah.
corner and the snail leaves you alone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just doing this so that everyone can get to the corridor here. Is this a wall
Pause.
or?
You feel your feet give out from under you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And I was.
You take
Do I get a roll?
no.
You walked into a trap, buddy.
I was just about to roll for traps.
Too late, my friend.
I was trying to get everyone into the damn room.
I get you.
Look before you leap.
Well, I was.
I'm sorry. You
No,
take
you're not.
16 damage as you fall into a spiked pit trap that has been sitting here for a while.
How much health do you have?
1.
All right. Your Holland hand is going to look at you, reach in, and try and pull you back up.
Okay, I search for traps now. Are there any more in the
You found
hallway?
one.
Are there any more in the hallway?
Once you get out of the trap, you look around a little bit closer, and you don't see any other traps in this particular hallway.
If I had rolled there, would I have found it? Just out of curiosity.
If you would have rolled where?
If I had rolled where Callahan was, where I initially was thinking of rolling.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right. Want me to take the lead, Quintro?
I was gonna take the lead, thinking I got hit points. I'm gonna be useful. Dad.
Okay, so Callahan's going to move up, using a sword to poke at the walls and floors so that they may trigger any traps that rely on pressure, or at least movement.
You'd have to be extremely meticulous to hit every single spot, but you can reduce a certain amount of them for sure.
Well, we know there's none in this hallway, right? So we can at least move up.
Yep. From here, you can hear the chanting coming from your left down a set of staircases. However, there does appear to be another room ahead of you to the north that you think that you could get to without the snail noticing.
How many hit points does drinking my vial of holy water get back?
Nothing.
You know what I mean.
If you were undead, you could commit suicide with it, but all right.
Well,
what would you like to do from here?
Well, there may be some supplies in the room to our right.
The way to your right goes down a staircase to where you can hear the chanting coming from. The room
I thought you said it was up to my left.
up, as in north. There appears to be another room up into the north, and there may be one to the right as well.
Okay. Either. What do you think, guys?
let's go to the.
I think I need a nap.
All right, let's go up to the room to the left. You said we can go by with the snail noticing.
Without the snail noticing, yes, as long as you don't go back into that room, you think you can do it.
All right, so let's go up.
Yeah, let's try.
All right.
Can we do that
Callahan,
sneakily?
you have to jump over that space, by the way, Hawthorne, in order to not fall into the trap, but you do so.
Yeah.
Callahan, you see in front of
I
you
thought it was desactivated.
a room.
Yeah, it was, but the hole
All
isn't.
right, I gotta talk. The room is festooned ahead of you with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. There's a wide alcove in the south wall containing a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him, and in his right hand he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. You recognize this figure as Strahd von Zarovich. You also see in this room the desiccated form of what appears to be a Goliath, in in gear more suited towards the cold, harsh north. His skin appears to have been almost as if it was like completely sucked of all the fat inside of it. In his right hand, he is clutching a clutching a great sword, and in his left he holds an owl necklace. At his hip, you see a bag quite similar to the one that you are wearing.
Oh, the sparkly one.
And in
This
his
raises-
ear, you see a sapphire earring.
This raises some questions, though, right? So this isn't a one-off item. It's an item these guys have. There's multiple, which means they can send in multiple people. But so none of the fats. He was desiccated.
1.5 then?
His corpse is desiccated. You aren't certain exactly what happened to him. It looks like the fat was sucked from him, but it could have been any manner of things. He almost looks like a pale, flaky reminder of his previous self.
Benren, I mean Quintrell, I do not want to go in there.
No, I don't either. We have enough of these earrings anyway. Well,
Yes, and it doesn't seem like these items are that rare either. I look down at the sparkly pouch. I dare say he does not have any potions or such, so let's go down to see that room before we head down to the cult.
yeah, that's where there's a dead adventurer. There's a reason he's dead.
Could I throw a
Yeah.
rock into that room?
You could.
Alright, I throw a random rock into the room.
Nothing happens.
Still not going in there.
If I had to wager some money, it'd be something to do with the statue or the ghouls.
Alright, I'm gonna peek into this room. Do I hear anything as I walk in?
No, you don't hear anything at all.
I'm doing this just so I can see what he saw.
You look into
Okay.
the room, Callahan, and you see that there's a door to the top right, in the top right corner. And then there's a chandelier that is suspended above a table in the middle of the room, and there's two high back chairs that flank that table. It has an empty clay jug and two clay flagons atop it. Iron candlesticks stand in two corners, their candles long since melted away. You appear to see a room across from that to the south as well.
Alright.
Hawthorne, are you
see.
following them?
Yeah, I thought they were going to come back here, so I'm going after them.
Okay. Hawthorne, you see that room with the sapped Goliath in it, who has the bag hanging at his waist. He's wearing a sapphire earring and holding a great sword and an owl necklace.
The owl necklace is the only interesting thing about it. But
The bag is like the one that Callahan is wearing. It appears to be heavily enchanted.
All right. Can
maybe
I? Let me see. Would be really good if I had like a pole. So wait, did they go after this room?
They went a different way, it seems. If you ask
Yep.
them, they say as much.
Hey folks, I was waiting for you guys down south.
Oh,
Did you guys go through the?
we're right here.
Found you. Okay. I think we should grab the enchanted thing.
The other bag? We have one.
Yeah, nah, the amulet. The owl
I don't know. I don't know if
amulet.
it's enchanted or not. I mean, you're welcome to try, but something killed that guy and sucked all his juices out.
Every person in this building seems to have died in close proximity to the thing that killed them.
I mean,
there is a pattern. Do not follow it.
I mean, if I had to guess, it's that creepy statue. But
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to poke them, go ahead. But I don't want to be in the room when you do it.
Quintro, do you know of any magics that cause wasting disease?
There's several, but nothing that I have access to.
I used it one during the
Yeah,
last
I
combat.
mean, there's several that'll drain life out of you. Those ghouls we fought were one of them, but I
Alright.
mean, it's way above anything that I'd be able to pin down. Nothing that I've ever toyed with. There's many dark magics, many stories about them.
Well, let's move along. If
So
you're
can I check what's in this room below me?
can, yeah. If you'd like to walk in there. One moment. There's a
Wait.
large
No.
wood bed frame in this room, with a rotted feather mattress. There's a wardrobe, currently unopened. A pair of iron candlesticks and an open crate containing what looks to be about 30 torches and a leather sack. At the foot of the bed is an unlocked wooden footlocker.
Wait, guys, where did you move to?
That
I
same
don't
room
see
we.
you guys moving.
It's
You
okay. It's okay. Go to your. We went to that room to the right of that crossroads from the room with the green cross in it.
so this corridor.
Uh, to the right of the green, then go up and around.
Oh, wait, to the right of the green.
The right, okay, that green, wherever that green crap was, where the
I'll
snail
put
was.
you where you're supposed to be.
Okay, I know that.
Okay.
There we go. I know that the movement sometimes gets
So
finicky.
Callahan, you see this open footlocker, and you can see inside at a cursory glance that there's like a folded cloak in there. There's an unlocked wooden coffer that appears to contain 4 red-colored potions, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist fire, a bullseye's lantern, a set of what looks to be thieves' tools, and a spell book.
All right. Could you list those? Because I need to figure. I want to take. So, I want to give the. Can you see them again, or put them in the chat so I can remember this?
There's a cloak in there.
Cloak. Yep.
Mm-hmm. There's 4 red potions, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist's fire, a lantern, a set of thieves' tools, and a spellbook. What would you grab first?
The red potions.
All right. You pull the coffer out, and
They're all mimics.
roll
Sorry.
initiative.
You're kidding me? It's a
Ah.
mimic.
No, I'm not kidding you, and it is not a mimic.
But
God damn it.
do we all roll it or just him?
Everybody rolls initiative.
All right.
Oh, boo.
Something is going to get a surprise round.
I shouldn't have walked in.
Yeah. Didn't have enough time to say, hey, check up the surroundings.
Hang on, gotta.
One moment.
Okay. I have a hit point. I have a hit point. It's gonna go away in about 30 seconds.
You see crude bricks in the corner of this room burst away as 2 figures come bounding out of it. What looks to be another hulkish figure and some other sort of specter-like creature
God damn
come
it.
hurtling out as soon as you try to take something from this footlocker.
Oh, the short sword might work against the thing on the bottom. It looks ghosty.
Can we run away?
After a
see why
surprise
not.
round, you might be able to.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you guys for looking at the last episode of Chris Strahd.
oh man, it got initiative over my 21. I think he cheated.
The gas is definitely going to go first. It's going to pile out, try to sense who's the weakest.
He
Climb
gets
over the bed.
spores.
It's the flail snail. See you in the other room.
He does get the spores for your reaction. Very good, Koro.
Hooray! Oh man, I have a bottle of holy water. It's good for him.
It's a constitution save, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Rolling.
He saves.
Fuck. Okay.
Do we get healing spores based on this club from the cooked ice?
It's not a healing spore thing. It's that's a different thing.
Oh.
It's going to try to claw Quintro.
Hooray!
and misses. This other thing, it gets its surprise round. Let me just review really quickly. I want to make sure that I know what it does. Seeing that its friend failed to take somebody down, it's going to shoot a bolt at Quintro as well. Missing. Although it does have multi-attack, so it's going to try to hit again.
No likey.
It does, taking Quintro down.
Yay!
Fuck. Okay.
Now we go back to the top of the initiative order. Quintro's at 0 HP.
Where's the death save button?
It's only character sheet once you bring it down to 0.
Yeah, you have to bring it down to 0 first.
Oh,
Guest,
I haven't. I just realized I had inspiration from when I did the thing. Forgot. Does that carry over from?
it will carry over if you can get back up.
Oh, I
You
forgot.
can't use it to negate somebody else's hit, though.
No. I mean, I'd forgotten that I even had it.
The
Okay,
Ghast is going to try to claw at Callahan. Missing.
I want to come back up.
Hawthorne, your turn.
I'm just checking something. By the way, Quintero, you don't have hit dice, right?
I have all of them.
Same.
I didn't use any
Okay.
last time.
In this case, I'm gonna ask for help from the little girl that used to live in this mansion and use Wither and Bloom.
I don't know if I can use them if I'm unconscious.
I can use them though.
Put that spell card in there, please.
Yeah, I'm just fiddling with my character sheet. There, then. Alright.
That's not a great roll.
Yeah, it's average. And Quintero can
Oh yeah, it
roll
does
his
say.
hit dice.
Yep. Quintro can roll hit dice.
There's no place for me to do it. I just guess I roll a die.
Yep.
One
Just,
die plus Hawthorne's spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Where do I roll my? Oh, I found them. So
You
do I just
don't
roll
roll
them?
the hit
No,
dice. It's one person.
Only one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
he
fair.
chooses. I thought I
No,
didn't
you
realize
need
it was
one
a he
later. You need
chooses.
one later.
So how many? What's the bonus I get? It says your spellcasting modifier. What is it? 3, 4, 2?
Plus 4.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, back up to 9. Okay, I'm conscious.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. All right. Hawthorne, you hear behind you something snap out from the wall, and the door starts moving towards you.
What?
Oh, it's trying to push us in here.
The door is a mimic.
Oh, balls! Why are we going here? This place looked too nice. I should have known.
Yeah, I was gonna use that door, but when I thought of it, and I was like, wait, why would this thing have 2 doorways? But I thought against it.
It moves up behind you, Corvo,
Oh, good
Uh-huh.
lord!
and it's gonna make a. It's gonna try to latch onto you. With a single
Yeah.
prod.
Oof.
It
Yeah.
does 4 bludgeoning damage to you.
Alright.
This
So I
strange
have
specter in the
6.
corner is going to. What's it going to do? One moment. It's going to look at you, Callahan, see that you're struggling to stand on your 2 feet. It's going to make 2 grave bolt attacks at you.
Both
Missing
miss.
both of them.
Oof.
Alright, I'm gonna do something smart here, right?
Uh-huh.
Could I move here?
That's like the
And attack the death bolt, right?
You could.
No, actually, I'll attack the ghast, since that way I have advantage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have advantage because Fenrir is up. He's just prone. You would have advantage.
Quintro.
Yes, sorry, Quintro.
I don't hit regardless.
All right.
I'm trying to find my silvered short sword. I'll grab it later. It won't matter in this thing anyway.
The ghast moves here, provoking an attack of
Oh.
opportunity.
From me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since it was first flanked when it left, does it still count as a
Yes.
advantage?
Dang.
Oof. The dice have not been kind. It's going to try to claw Fenrir. I'm sorry, it's going to try to claw Quintro. Now, because somebody else has said that it's Fenrir, it's messing me up really hard. It claws oh my god.
It flaws Quinfren.
It claws Quintro. Missing. Okay.
Thank you.
Quintro, this thing stinks. It's awful. Make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
No. Yep. No, fuck you, dice.
You are poisoned.
Poisoned?
By this thing's stench, correct.
What does that do?
A poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So if I have advantage, does that just cancel, or does that make it actual disadvantage?
It makes it cancels out each other.
So this is just standard?
Yep.
If I give myself advantage, does that make it? If I give
your inspiration to give yourself advantage at this point and then have advantage, yes.
I'll use it. Otherwise, I mean, I'm going to die soon anyway, so why not?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Hooray!
You stab this thing in the back.
And this is why I should take a level of rogue.
Hawthorne. You're stuck between a tongue
And a tongue.
and a bad door. What do you do?
Well, I can't do much. I'm gonna use Wither and Bloom again. I was keeping this to a better situation, but I think I'm gonna die here.
Where are you gonna put it?
Wait a second. It's because I have to fiddle a little bit to make the targeting thing appear. About here, where it'll hit the white and the
white and the ghast, okay.
the ghast. Yeah. And now I have to roll 2d6.
The ghast saves, and it will take half, which would be
Huh.
1 damage.
Well, and Quintro can roll.
Or
his
Callahan.
hit dice.
It's up to you.
Or Callahan.
He's got fewer than me at the moment.
And then,
Yeah. Roll it, Callahan.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, to the right here.
the strange
D10
white
plus 4?
Is it only one of them?
You
only
only
get to
roll
do
one
one.
hit dice, that's correct.
That.
Totally fails, takes the 2 damage.
Ooh, you get 13 back. Or no, you get
It's
plus
a
his,
total of it's 14. Yeah.
yeah, because of his bonus.
So 16 health.
Very nice. The mimic.
Yeah, let's hope I can dodge whatever it is.
It's going to try to bite you
Sure.
and misses.
Oof.
It does nothing else. The white looks at you, Callahan, and reaches out its hands to try to grab you.
Danger, danger. Oh,
Fails to hit both times.
You sounded like Hank Hill right now.
oh,
Oh,
that blight ain't right.
That blight ain't right. So those both don't hit, I'm assuming?
Yes.
All right. Callahan, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hit it.
I'm naming the gas
You-
hobby.
You do hit it, although you feel like your sword is doing less damage than it should.
Oh, shit.
Hey, damage is damage. Alright, that's my turn.
It's a shame you don't have like a
My
silver
slots-
weapon.
It is just saying I don't use my slots. I didn't think this dungeon would be that big.
The ghast.
Is a gas.
Takes spore damage.
All right. It fails its check.
It's very
Give me
it's
the
very
damage.
convenient that the player is also dying.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah, it takes 4 damage.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna claw at you at advantage because you are currently flanked.
No. Shit.
Hitting,
Fuck.
dealing 8 damage.
That
I
looks to
think
be
taking you down to 0.
Yep. I'm down.
All right.
Lean up against a wall so you're at least threatening enough for me to stab him again. How does pulling an item out and fighting with it work?
You have to pull it out with a free action if it's on your belt or something like that, provided your hand is clear, and then you can just use it.
It would be in a pouch on my belt. Does that count?
It does.
It's a vial of holy water.
Yeah,
Can I hand it to Callahan?
you could.
Callahan, need some holy water?
Always.
And I hand it to him.
Yeah, you give it to him.
Okay, and then I attack the butt munch in front of me.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, because his weapon isn't doing so hot, and the holy water, while one shot, would be better than nothing.
Yep.
Okay, come on. I have like 4 windows open here.
I have so many more than 4.
Oh, good. Oh, that shows how distracted I was trying to give him the holy water.
Yep. Hawthorne, make a death saving throw.
Remind me how I do it?
Once you're at 0 health, it should appear over your profile picture. You can just go into the options there and make it that way.
I don't
Look at your
know
character
how.
sheet.
On your character sheet, there's this skull on top of
I
your
see.
face now.
I
Hit
see.
that.
Yeah, click the skull.
Normal.
You get 1 success.
Yeah.
You do that with a
Mimic.
20, and you get extra hit points.
The mimic you get up with 1 hit point. The mimic tries
That's a bonus.
to slurp you with its pseudopod. Advantage.
It's a
And
shame
misses.
it's a shame I must taste like crap because of all the spores.
He probably takes a little lick. Ugh,
The
I gotta
death-
lick that spot.
Whoa, this
wight
one's spoiled.
It's still focused on you, Callahan.
Misses. That hits.
All right. Instead of subtracting from your HP, actually, no, that's wrong. You will take that 7 damage, and then I need you to roll me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
You
saved
succeed.
it.
Nice. Very good. All right, you just take the 7 damage. Your turn.
Can I throw the holy water at this thing?
You can.
Exactly
Since
why I
I'm-
gave it to you.
Alright.
Hopefully it works.
Can I just throw at it?
I
It's
believe
like
it's a D20 plus your dex plus your proficiency modifier.
But it should do 2d6
Is there any
damage.
bonus since it's stuck in that room and can't really dodge?
No.
You know, that's why I hate combat in D&D. Alright, so slash roll 1d20.
So yeah, 1d20 plus 2 plus whatever your dex modifier is.
0.
That's what you roll.
That was a 10.
That's a 10, not a 20.
So 16?
16 does hit it.
And it's 2d6 radiant.
Yep, so roll 2d6 for radiant damage. Alright, it takes 2 damage.
It's still radiant, and it's still full damage, but hey, something to something.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright.
You hit the wall in the back, and it's backsplashed. Hey, if I get the air jar and I hold my hand over it most of the way, so the air is coming through my fingers, can we just keep it in the closet?
Maybe.
Just
The ghast attempts to bite into Hawthorne.
Ah, fuck.
You take 2 death saving throws. You fail 2, rather.
All right. What should I put there?
Just keep track of them.
Right.
Quintro, your turn.
we do something more with this a-hole. I'm out of good options. Oh, for God's sake!
That's a miss.
I noticed.
Hawthorne, make a
I
death
rolled a-
saving throw.
Come on, roll a 20.
All right. That would be great.
The 20 was right there!
There's
Ah,
your second
fuck.
succeeded
So
death saving
close.
throw. The mimic
So you're
will
at 2 and
try
2.
to latch onto you with its
Oh,
pseudopod.
shit! I had one more bardic inspiration that
You
would
can
have done it.
give it. You can give it to somebody.
No, I would have given it to him for that saving throw. And then you would have
Oh.
made the 20.
Yeah, he's unconscious. He can't hear you right now.
No, a dirty 20 wouldn't have done it.
A lot harder!
The mimic misses.
Ah,
If that
You feel something take a hold of you, Callahan, as this thing backs up into the corner a little bit and holds out its hand at you.
is it Ooga Chaka.
Make a wisdom save.
Good night, Callahan.
You are currently paralyzed.
No!
This thing moves out into the room and actually goes here.
Is he flanked?
I am.
Yay.
It's not a Constitution save; it's a Wisdom save. Make a Wisdom
Even at a
saving
even
throw.
at a minus, what's a +2 to save though for my wisdom?
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm
I
guessing
said
it
this
was
a
a
couple
spell
sessions
like.
back that I would do it once, but you have to make the actual save.
All right, so I don't save.
I'm guessing it's a spell like effect.
Oops. It is the Ghast's turn. The Ghast is going to try to finish off Hawthorne.
I yell boo.
It hits. Hawthorne is dead.
God bless it.
until said otherwise.
All right.
Quintro.
Move up here so I'm not flanked. I don't have my silver short sword in the thing. Doesn't really matter. Oops. I don't know what I just did.
You rolled your S-Doc.
Oh. I thought I hit shift click. Well, whatever. I try to attack it. I give him my last bardic inspiration. Callahan, that is.
All right.
Maybe he could shake off the what do you call?
Paralysis.
Yeah, there you go. There's a high number. Better than the attack roll I just did.
The mimic can't do anything.
Hooray! Stuck out there.
The Deathlock, however, can.
Deathlock, however, can.
Death clock.
It is going to try to life drain Callahan with both of its attacks. I believe a 22 hits, and so it crits for a total of 15 damage.
All right, I'm dead.
If
You're not
hold
dead.
on,
No, you're unconscious.
hold on. You can use your bardic inspiration to subtract the attack roll.
That's true. You
If
can.
the
Alright.
D6. Might as well. I don't know if you can. If it 22 minus d6 equals whatever he rolls.
I just need to get a 3 and above.
I know we're grasping at straws here. Son of a.
All right. You are unconscious. Also, one moment. I need to make sure of something.
I'm the world's third worst bard.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC is 13. You
13.
succeed. All right, it's going to make its second life drain attack on you, Callahan.
Fails to hit.
Misses.
What kind of action would it be to take one of those potions and chug it?
Okay, death saving throw, right?
Yep, death saving throw. That's one failure. The gas turns around, sees you, Quintro. It's going to move around you, try to finish off Callahan.
Wait, that's illegal.
It misses.
Fails to hit.
Quintro.
I'm nothing if not.
You
Wait,
could
no.
grab one of those potions and try to like chug it or give it to somebody.
Yeah, will that be an attack of opportunity?
No, it'd be an
I do
action to
that.
fish the potion out, and then on your next turn you could give it to somebody if that's what you'd want to do.
I don't think this is a winning proposition either way. It would take hell of a lot of rolls to. I think they'll take them down before I do that. An ugly McLickatongue to my right doesn't even look wounded other than the one cut I gave him.
It's quite a name for it. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go down swinging,
All right.
as a soldier does. Dear dice gods, give me a nice number. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Take the first one.
Okay, you miss.
10. Yeah.
The mimic does nothing. It sits in the room. Actually, it tries to turn itself back into a door and stand over Hawthorne.
I yell loudly, I see you!
The white
You're not,
tries to finish off Callahan.
you're not fooling anyone. See, that's why I should stand on top
And
of him.
does
'Cause
so. Callahan is dead.
if I stood on him and they attacked anyone but me, well, then what happens?
They would still be able to attack him.
Yeah, then they're not attacking me.
True.
I don't know.
It's going to use its second thing to try to hit you.
Well, that
Oh,
works.
sorry, it's not a crit. It's just a normal attack, so it's 4 damage.
You did the same thing I did.
Roll me a DC 13 con save.
Yep.
You
Hey there,
succeed.
number. What? Where were you, decent number, when I needed to hit things?
The ghast flanks you and then attempts to claw you. Doing so for 9 slashing damage.
That's all I had.
And as this thing begins to eat its way into you, as your vision cuts out, you see the bag by Callahan's side begin to flare and scorch these things beside you with a crazy light. And you watch as you lose consciousness and you bleed out onto the ground. The walls tear away, the mists tear away, and you all feel yourself falling down further. At first, you're alone. What are you all thinking as you're falling, as you have your last moments, you believe, alive? Let's start with Callahan.
Hands in a dark place, corner of a tavern, he sees, looking down, he sees an empty pile of gold. The bag strewn empty. Multiple dice in the middle, all ones. He looks up and sees a figure cloaked in darkness, a skull, not too similar from the death block, looking back at him, with gold piling up all around him. Callahan sighs and closes his eyes, knowing that fate has rolled his dice and he has lost the game.
Death. What is Fenrin thinking about?
Holy shit, it can actually happen. The one story I can't retell.
Quintro.
This is the second time I've not been able to protect my friends, my comrades, my allies. The second time I've been the last to fall.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne thinks, huh. So, I finally died. Well, he remembers of the thing that people said, that when people die in Barovia, their souls get locked there. And he thinks, well, just as we entered this realm to maybe pierce through the fog that curses this place, eventually, even in a couple million years, eons maybe, someone will get inside this place just like us, and they will succeed in what we failed. And my soul will be free, and I will laugh at Strahd's corpse. And he, like, cackles to oblivion.
You say that, and then you see around you a little bit of those vines that you remember from your dream. And instead of just feeling yourself falling to this empty blackness, you almost sense the rest of your party. Do you do anything?
I try to reach to them. Like, hey, might as well try to spend eternity with friends, right?
The rest of you feel something at the corner of your vision, almost like someone yelling at you far away while you're trying to sleep. Corvo, by the way, we can hear your keyboard.
Sorry.
And you almost feel like you could hear Corvo's voice. What do you do? Does anybody do anything when they hear Hawthorne's voice?
Callahan, in his figure, listens and looks up, sensing that he's not alone. He tries to reach forward to where he hears Hawthorne's voice.
Look around and you see two glowing objects falling nearby you, Callahan. One of them is the bag that you were holding, and you can tell that the other one is very likely the bag that Goliath was holding, falling through the sky. You can see in the distance a dark shape outlined in the haze, the bluish haze that surrounds your free fall. Benrin, out of the corner of your vision, you see a flash of light and look to see two dark figures falling, outlined by these two other falling objects that are emitting an intense light. Same with Quintro.
Finran at this point has given up any attempt at control. It's just, okay, this is happening.
Hawthorne, you see this light flare up too, and you can see in the distance Callahan reaching out to you.
I use all of my willpower to reach to them. Hey, I'm here with you, always. Reach to me. Let's try to reach that light.
It's almost
Can't
like
be.
the distance between you passes in an instant. Suddenly you feel that other person's presence. And you look out and you can see Sosk falling, you can see Fenrir falling, you can see Quintro falling. What do you do?
I'm gonna gather them all.
You
They're my
do your best to
friends.
navigate your way through here. And these two bags seem to attach to your hip as you do so, the both of you. And it looks like they're almost like trying to gravitate towards each other. And Fenrir, I think, is the first one. You see these two people come up to you. Do you reach out your hand, or do you let yourself fall?
That's an excellent question. Once again, I'm not sure Finrin would realize that reaching out was a possibility. It's just happening to him.
Then what does Fenrir subconsciously want?
To not die, but that already happened.
I would say that that's enough to reach out. The same happens for you, Quintro. Do you reach out or keep falling? Squid.
Oh my god, I've been muted this whole time. I've been talking.
Oh, that sucks.
Ah, that
Did you-
explains the silence.
Oh my god. I've been saying some pretty profound stuff too. Son of a monkey. Oh. Like I
Do you
said stuff
remind-
like when I've been falling, I've been saying things like, I'm the last of my squad yet again. I've failed my friends. I can't protect them.
No, we heard that.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I did mute it after that. Okay. Then maybe it hasn't been so bad. But I've been asking questions and trying to make comments.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't hear any of that.
Am I hearing voices or is this all in my head? Can I hear people talking?
There's nobody talking right now. You just see these things happening.
Am I able to speak when they reach out?
Yeah.
You sure you want someone who can't protect you?
You're all we have.
I hesitate for a second and
Wouldn't have anybody else, buddy.
I hesitate for a moment, close my eyes, and hold my hand out.
All right. You feel as if you're breaking the surface of water, and all of you fall about 5 feet to hit grass, and you look up and realize that something is happening. You see the sky go from a thunderstorm to a dark night to a partly sunny day, and each of you are locked in position as if under the effects of a sleep paralysis, as hundreds of times the sky goes dark light, dark light, dark light, and you can see the sun zooming its way around until it's almost a ring with how fast it's moving.
This must be like what reincarnation is like. I wonder.
Suddenly, that ring stops moving, and it's a small pinpoint, and you hear the sound of thunder in the distance, and the faint drizzle of rain on your cheeks as a sunspot, or rather a sunny rain hits your faces. And you look to your left, you look to your right. You spot what looks to be high stone walls around a city right nearby. And
Neverwinter?
it confuses you because in the distance on top of a high cliff stands what you are sure are the ruins of Castle Ravenloft. Its tallest tower has fallen into rubble. The other larger peak you can see far in the distance has been completely obliterated down the cliffside, where you can see many bricks at the bottom of the hill piled up. You cannot see the church. You cannot see anything else because there are in fact high stone walls here. And you realize rather quickly that this is not the time when you entered. You look at your waists. The bags that you had are gone. What do you do?
Can we move?
You try to move and realize that, yes, you can indeed move your muscles.
Are we
Well, something.
are we clothed more or less as we were when we remember last?
You are clothed as you were before. You check yourself quickly and realize that you have no wounds on your body.
I quickly wash the grime off my hands and face in the purifying rain.
I look down to see if the bags was still in my belt.
Like I said, they're gone.
Do we have everything that we acquired from inside, like the last place we were? Like just
No.
all the random things?
No, nothing that you had picked up from inside of that place is currently in your inventory. You'll have
Okay.
to fix that soon.
So
Things we took
basically,
in, though?
our inventory is empty then.
Your inventory has anything that you came into the house with.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Like it's almost like the last 10 hours never happened.
But time outside did. Alright. Callahan is gonna walk over to everyone else, get up, try and pull them up so they're standing on their 2 feet. And then comb back his hair and just look exasperated. And more importantly, exhausted. Are we dead? Is this the afterlife?
If we are, it doesn't matter. If we are not dead, then doesn't matter too. Anyways, I think someone or something resurrected us.
Seeing as the castle is in ruins, perhaps we succeeded in our task.
Uh,
Is the sky as
do I
gloomy as
feel
it was?
branches around us?
No, the sky is bright. It's day.
But it wasn't even bright as day when it was bleh, when we first got here.
Does that mean we're out of the Shadow Realm? Shadowville, rather?
It's not bright as in sunlight. There's still a heavy mist that obscures the sun.
It's bright as in bright for Barovia.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
In
day.
a relative sense.
Do I feel branches?
No, you don't.
Huh.
All
Can
right.
can I summon him?
No, you cannot.
Well, I think we're all
Okay.
also. Are we as exhausted as we were?
No. If you were exhausted when you entered the house, which I believe you were not.
No, I meant like we were missing spell slots and stuff.
No, all of your spell slots are back.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's like we just woke up from a weird dream and we just happened to fall asleep here.
It's as if you had never entered the house in the first place. But you feel like you're standing where the house should be.
Oh, like
Huh.
we're on the edge of... Oh, weird.
It is weird.
All right. Let's
we move forward to that-
explore then.
To the walls, I guess.
Yeah.
And as you walk up to the walls, a group comes out to meet you. You see a man very similar to what you remember as Ismark, the brother of Irina, except he's clad in elegant robes and elegant red robes with a white fur kind of collar around it. Seems to be wearing several pieces of jewelry as well, and he is being escorted by what appears to be 10 well armored and well armed guards. As he walks out to you, he says, "And who might you be?"
I wonder if he's the Burgermeister now.
Do you remember an escort to bury the last Burgermeister in the church near Father Donovan?
He thinks for a second, and he says, "We have not had the Father Donovich at the church in hundreds of years. Who are you?"
I am Sir Callahan of Cornell, and this is my party. Is this... Oh, where are we? Are we in Barovia still?
He begins to laugh. Yes, you are. This is the city of Barovia. It appears that you have been locked away for some time. If your story is true, I would very much be eager to interview you. Please, come with me.
I'll just briefly look back at the ruins of Castle Ravenloft and decide to walk forward.
I'll follow a little confused. How old was Donovan, give or take, when we saw him? Wasn't he like
Donovan
in his...
isn't
50 or
hundreds of
so.
years old.
No. But when we last saw him, he was like in his 60s, maybe?
60s, yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of conferring with the party. Like, he was in his 50s or something like that? I mean, he wasn't like...
Yeah, he was very.
I mean,
very
old for medieval times, but not like ancient.
But this is like hundreds of years, though. Unless this guy's an elf or a vampire.
As you all begin to walk towards the walls of the city of Barovia, looking at the ruins of Castle Ravenloft atop the peak.
Yeah,
as you
because it was
go,
intact before, correct? Sorry, I'm not trying to...
You try to piece together what exactly has happened, and the camera pans out, looks over the ruins of Castle Ravenloft, and in the distance, against the mountains of Mount Baratok, there is a new edifice, a new castle, twice as large, that looms over the valley. And we'll go to our new title card.
Holy
Nobody
shit,
said
this
anything
was
about a new title card.
This was a prelude, guys. This is the revamped Curse of Strahd.
What?
Wait,
Welcome
what?
to Curse of Strahd, Worldbreaker.
Who's
Oh my
Worldbreaker?
God. This was a prelude.
Electric Boogaloo.
We will see you all next week. I hope you had an excellent time. Or not next week, rather 2 weeks from now. I hope you had an excellent time, and I look forward to starting the real game with you.
Is that why you're so
soon.
busy trying to kill us?
No, you
Oh
died
my
on your own.
God.
All
You
right,
did
everybody,
not.
Have a
You-
great
Nah.
weekend. We're gonna head out here so that my players don't try to kick my head off. Have a great one.